previously on Big Brother.
What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
After Willie was expelled from the game, head of household Frank targeted Brittany's remaining players.
I've nominated you, Shane, and you, JoJo, for eviction.
Shane, you're my #1 target.
With his back against the wall, Shane won his second power of veto.
You win the power of veto!
That's what I'm talking about!
Using the veto as leverage, Shane tried to make a deal.
I want to work with you 100%, like final 2 if you want.
At the veto meeting,
I have decided to use the power of veto on myself.
Frank went after the easy target.
I've decided to nominate Danielle.
When not busy winning vetoes,
Does this hurt or tickle?
Ah.
That hurts?
Yeah, that hurts.
Or does it tickle?
Are you serious? I'm gonna bite you.
Shane was busy winning over the ladies.
Shane, let's make out.
Come on over and cuddle.
Don't tempt me, Shane.
But when Danielle heard Shane was two-timing,
It's mostly like JoJo joking about like climbing on top of him and stuff like that.
Oh.
she had a hand in sealing JoJo's fate.
I bet you and Shane like each other. I mean, we were really good friends, but he... I don't want to stay with you. No?
At the live eviction, one budding showmance was cut short.
By a vote of 5 to 1, JoJo, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
With the whole house against him, Brittany's final player scored big.
Congratulations, Shane. You are the new head of household.
Who will Shane nominate for eviction? And which coach will win the all-important coaches competition? Find out right now on Big Brother.
My boobs weigh more than his head.
By a vote of 5 to 1, JoJo, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I am so excited. JoJo's gone. I've been testing fate. First night, I almost got evicted. Second week, I'm on the block, and I'm still here. I am pretty ecstatic right now. Yay!
I guess my HOA train was pretty friggin' spectacular. 2 people out the door in 1 week, and it's great to have Shane on his own, so he'll be more likely to work with me.
Good luck, babe.
When JoJo left tonight, I actually got a little teary-eyed. It's the house versus me now, and it's a horrible feeling.
I'm not believing it.
It's like losing a best friend, and she was the last part of my alliance, and it sucked.
A lot of spunk.
She's my little spark plug. Yeah, it's okay.
In the matter of 1 week, I have gone from 3 players down to 1, which puts me in a very, very, very difficult spot. There are 2 teams left in the house that still have all of their numbers. This is terrible.
I'm gonna throw on my running shoes.
JoJo's out the door, and I'm just biding my time waiting for the trash man to pick up the trash from the dough. C'est la vie, baby. Back to Staten Island where you belong. Sorry, Danielle. Congratulations, Shane. You are the new head of household.
They tried to get me out last week. I'm here for another week. HOH. Love it. Can't wait. Another week in this house. Bye-bye, house guests.
What? This game is freaking crazy. I went from having 3 at the beginning of the week down to 1, but all you need is 1 to win HOH.
Shane winning HOH is a little bittersweet. Would I have loved one of my little group to won the HOH? Sure, that would have been great. But at the same time, I made kind of a loose deal with Shane this last week, and me and Mike have talked to him also together, and I'm hoping that I'm safe this week.
Straight up 20. Shane winning HOH was a total buzzkill. all of us, everybody been lined up to try to take this big jock out of the house. I know for a fact the man's coming back after us. I'm in for some trouble this week.
You understood I had to vote for. I knew you had the votes.
Ooh, all right, I gotta win more often. I was kind of splitting my time between Danielle and JoJo last week, but I was more focused towards JoJo because I was trying to save her. JoJo's gone, so full speed ahead with Danielle. Janelle, your pants.
It sucks that Shane voted against me, but I know why he did it. JoJo is out of the house, everything's looking up, and it's great that he's HOH, so I know I'm not gonna be a target.
You need help with anything? No. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Well, if any of us make it through this week, that it's gonna, some of these competitions have to go in our favor. Yeah. They will. Well, Shane has won HOH. He's gone from the hunted to the hunter, and his target are Janelle's players and Boogie's players. I'm afraid he sees me as a shiny white doe that could be taken out in one shot. I'm screwed. Get me some camouflage, folks. Oh.
I don't even talk to him. I have no idea what he's gonna do. I have no idea either.
Well, he's not the nice guy that he always cracks up to be. I guarantee you that.
Shane winning HOH is perfect. We made side deals with Shane ahead of time.
I want to work with you, 100%. Like, final two if you want.
The key component here is, you cannot tell Brittany.
But right now, I have to walk around the house and act very, very mad and upset. In reality, I'm not that worried at all.
I'm tired of some people's attitudes, and I'm tired of some people's general sassiness, and I'm tired of some people being so insensitive. But today, we're gonna turn that all around. It's time for Boogie's players and Janelle's players to feel what the block feels like. I'm going to make sure that this week, things get stirred up. No more Dan and Brittany's team under fire. Some people are gonna learn how it feels.
Brittany's kind of drunk with power right now. It's kind of scary.
Who wants to see my HOH room? Woo! Everyone awake?
I'm excited to see Shane's HOH room, and who knows, I might be spending a lot of time up there this week. Oh, God.
Let's get the party started.
Yeah. All right, very nice. Oh, like it. I was a have-not for the past 2 weeks, and I won HOH, so that means I'm in the penthouse, baby. And I'm loving it. Just the bed in itself is amazing. Yeah, all right, all right.
Who's this, Shane?
That's my sister, Ian. Don't you make any moves on her. It's great seeing pictures of friends and family. It just makes me want to try harder to bring home that $500,000.
The HOH room is so wonderful. Just having a picture of me and my husband on my wedding day, I think it definitely is giving me some more confidence going into the remainder of the week. Yay.
Nice. Hey, dig in, guys. Whatever's mine is yours.
Everyone in the room is looking at each other, but no one's saying nothing.
Yeah.
So one word was spoken, and then everybody look around for the next 2 minutes.
Anyone else want anything? You guys good?
Praline peanuts from Vermont.
If you guys are hungry, if you know, dig in.
Are these from Vermont?
No question in my mind, not one soul wanted to come up to see that HOH suite. They're dying to get out of the room, but at the same time, they can't be the first one to leave. So they're all just peering at each other, feeling the others out. Are you gonna break before me? You gonna go? Go ahead, open the door.
Thanks for being here to celebrate it, guys. Now we can all go to sleep.
Dude, this sucks. I hate seeing those pictures and letters.
Oh my God, I feel so sick. I'm just really nervous.
Well, I think anyway, it's gonna be me and him up.
You do?
Yeah, that's who he's gonna put up. We are the ones that left his team and got it crushed.
They're really idiots to see it that way because we didn't have any choice. But
what else would he nominate, though? Britt's going to tell him what to do. I think he's putting us up.
Dude, I don't like 2 of you going on the block. I wish it was just 1.
He could put up Will and Frank.
Shane is HOH.
And my players are extremely nervous. I have to rebuild my relationship with Brittany and see if I can salvage anything that's left in our old friendship.
Put me on the block and I'll show you how you do it.
I love you, Will.
Dan, it's like our kids are like dating.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's doomsday. It's as though my child and Dan's child are dating. And it's time for us to sit down in the living room and have that awkward conversation about, you know, contraception. Obviously, Danielle's completely 100% safe this week, as Shane and Danielle
Much appreciated.
want to work together.
Yeah.
The only way to make sure that the vote goes the way you want it to go is to put up people from opposite teams.
So you guys think I'm putting one of each up?
Yeah.
Who's most likely to win this game?
Frank. Will.
I don't think I could put up Frank. Will definitely needs to go up because it's gonna cripple Janelle.
Frank is a much bigger physical threat than Will. Yeah. He's a huge threat in this game. He put up both of my people last week.
I thought you guys would want to get him out.
It does come a lot down to trustworthiness, and right now...
I trust Frank a lot more than I do Will. I can't put Frank up.
Even though Frank put you up?
Yeah, because I understand why he did it. Frank's name keeps coming up about going up on the block this week, and you know, people don't know that he and I have this kind of special alliance, and I got to do what's best for me, and that might not be listening to coaches right now.
But you guys got a tough decision.
This morning is the royal breakfast. I need to not be on the block, so I'm thinking this is a good start.
Breakfast for the king of the house.
I've seen a lot of butt smooching in my days in the Big Brother house. What I have never, ever seen is a house guest cook breakfast for the new HOH. Joe has taken this to depths of patheticness I have never seen before. I don't even know if that's a word.
Good morning, Sir Shane.
How are you, Sir Shane?
This is your wake-up royal breakfast.
So I'm having a nice dream with Carmen Electra, I think, and then all of a sudden I hear a knock at my door at 9 a.m. I know some sucking up's gonna happen this week, but you know, this soon is a little ridiculous.
This is my apologies and ass kiss for the week.
Thank you, man. God.
Are you kind of a hippie chick, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm all into dream boards, journals, meditating. I would say a modern day hippie, but it's weird because I love rap music.
Okay. What's a dream board?
Oh, everything you want, you put on the dream board, and then it comes true.
Oh, I might be into this. Let's talk some more about
Yeah,
this.
I got an iPhone from it.
Like an iPhone.
Yeah. I was walking in Target, and one of the sales guys came up to me. He's like, do you want to trade in your Droid and get an iPhone? And I said, yeah. And I was like, well, my contract's not up. And he's like, that's okay.
So when you make the dream boards, do you have the stuff at the top that is really out there, like I want to marry the man of my dreams and have children, and then down below is like electronics?
Yeah. You have to believe in it. That's like if you put a dream board together and you're just like, then it's not going to happen.
Who inspired you
really
to do this?
Me.
If my 3 players could play against her in the Final Four, that would be my dream board.
I should fly with the Eagles if I want to be an Eagle.
Okay.
So you got to think that way.
Here, you want to switch that to hallway? I just want to give you a heads up. I don't know who I'm putting up next.
Yeah, obviously I don't want to go up.
Right. I want to give you my word saying Will is my #1 target. Brittany did throw out an option. She's like, well, Frank nominated you last week. Well, I said, you're good if I win HOH, and I want to stay true to my word. Last week, I made a deal with Frank. I believe he's a stand-up guy, and I got to value that, and I think I can work with him in the future if I stay true to my word.
If you want Will out, I will vote Will out.
Okay.
And I will talk to Jen and Ian about voting your way, too.
What Shane is saying sounds great to me. Will's the target, which is one of Janelle's players, and I'm not the target, which means I'm going to be safe this week.
I'm not worried about this week. It's making moves that are going to benefit me in the future.
Yeah.
And if I can trust you to not put me up next week.
That's good to know. I'll let y'all do here.
Oh, no, you're good, man.
So guys, did y'all ever do this whole number? Like you'd stretch it out and you'd do this, then your hand, like their hand would kind of go down.
Yeah, dude, that was
like trying to see how far down they
far
you know,
yeah.
like it was like the slow creep to see if you were gonna say no. Does it scare you to think that your daughters are gonna be getting to that age one day?
Oh yeah, I'm like, they don't even come up in that house with a story.
I was able to fly under the radar for a bit, but till 19. Then it was like, okay, Mom, I got something to tell you.
And I actually came out to my mom on coming out day.
What'd she say?
It went over good.
She know?
She's like, I knew. She goes, but I didn't know if you knew, you know? And she got upset because she just didn't want anyone to treat me different because of my sexuality. And she was like, the world's so cruel. And then she starts crying, which made me cry, of course. I'm so lucky, man. I'm so lucky. And my pops, too. Very, very awesome.
In the beginning, I did struggle with my sexuality, but now I'm absolutely comfortable in my own skin, and it's important to me that everybody does feel comfortable with me.
If you're with a girlfriend, you're out in public holding hands and stuff, like do you still feel uncomfortable?
I don't. I don't.
Like, do people still stare?
Yeah, in New York, I mean, I'm lucky where I live, but I notice like when we've taken trips, we chilled it on the PDA just a little bit because we were just in a different place. I do like PDA to a certain point, but I like letting her know that I really care about her no matter where we are.
What kind of girls do you usually date?
She's got to be smart. She's got to be smart. I got to be able to want to make love to her brain.
Coming into this, I didn't know how I would feel if there was a lesbian in the house. I was just more afraid of them like pressuring me or making me uncomfortable or hitting on me or something. But Jen has just completely changed my outlook on the gay community and my fear almost of being around lesbians, to be honest.
So anyone I date, they're a queen to me. I make sure that they feel that way.
Aww.
I need to make a big move.
Best bet to have the house flip and have the biggest game.
Oh, absolutely.
Would be Will and Frank. You've got to cause Boogie and Janelle to go after each other.
Right.
If you put two from the same team, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Frank goes, you have nobody else that's as physical as you when you get to play.
I know.
That's the smartest move.
I hate to do it to Frank.
Frank is such a huge threat because he's a great social game, a huge physical threat. He's very smart. I mean, he's pretty much an all-in-one package. If we don't get Frank out now, it's gonna be way harder to get him out, and we've already had one chance.
I didn't per se promise Frank. I said if I win, you're good next week, but he put me up last week.
Yeah, well, he put me up too.
First, I had Dan and Brittany pushing Frank, and now laying in bed with Danielle. She's also trying to convince me to put up Frank. Am I missing something? Could putting Frank up be the right thing to do? I don't know.
Hey, so are we making a final two deal?
I'll do a final two with you 100%.
Oh my gosh, this is the first final two I've made.
That does not.
I will not.
Not even to Brittany, please.
I will not say a word.
You promise.
I shook your hand.
Kiss it.
I'm definitely sincere in my final two deal with Shane. I think the boy has a good heart, so if Shane and I make it to the final two, I guess we'll have a week in the house alone, you know? I don't know, good time, good time.
Hey everybody, it's time for the coaches competition. Coaches, throw on your athletic gear and meet us in the backyard. It's time to feel the burn.
Booty Scooty.
I walk into the backyard and it's the big brother gym, baby.
I see 3 extremely unconventional looking pieces of gym equipment. I'm not in the gym very often, so I felt really out of place.
Please welcome our 4 coaches to the Big Brother Gym. Brittany!
I've got my cute little onesie on with my shorts, my leg warmers. I mean, I never work out, but if I was going to, this is a really great look.
Damn! All right, all right, all right! Yeah! Janelle! And Mike Boogie!
The boys have some nice legs. They definitely need a spray tan touch-up because they're rocking the farmer tan.
As everyone knows, an important part of being a great coach is keeping your players in peak physical condition. Here's how it works. Coaches, you'll face off against each other at the first workout station in round 1. On go, you'll have 2 minutes to do as many reps as possible. The coach with the least amount of reps will be eliminated. Losers, you won't be leaving empty-handed because each eliminated coach gets to open 1 locker and claim what's inside. It's time to play Feel the Burn!
Stakes are real high for the coaches competition. We kind of have a deal with Shane. At the same time, I'd really like to win and keep my #1 player, Frank, safe this week.
The one coach I do not want winning today is Janelle, because Shane's already made it apparent that his main target would be Will this week. I could definitely see how if Will was saved, it would make it more tempting to put me on the block, and I don't want to have to go through that again this week.
The stakes are super high for me this week because I know that my players are going to be targeted. I mean, everything's riding on this.
Get in!
Come on, Boogie!
Janelle!
Come on, feel that burn!
So the object of the Booty Scooty 6000 is to move the seat forward and back. And when you do that, you get a point. I'm not really sure what muscle I'm working out, but apparently I am exercising because I'm out of breath.
You're ahead of Dan and Britt. Keep it up. Keep it up. Come on.
Every so often the stars align and I don't throw a competition. This is one of those competitions. If I don't win, someone could trade Danielle off my team and stick me with one of their losers.
No hustle, no muscle.
This is one motion that I did not want to see Mike Boogie do. Gross.
You're good! Put your hands down! Put your hands down! First place, Boogie, baby!
Brittany, you had the fewest reps. Come clean out your locker.
I'm not devastated to lose this. I want to go pick a good locker and hopefully make some money.
Slop. Sorry, Coach. Unfortunately, you must pick 2 players to be have-nots for the week. Ooh, that sucks.
I'll do it.
Okay, I'll pick Ian, and then someone who hasn't been it. Joe.
Ian, you are nuts.
I'll do it again.
There is strategy to this. I feel that if I am always willing to take punishments, people will keep me around simply because it means they won't have to.
Feast your eyes on the hip-to-hip extreme. On the sound of the horn, you have 2 minutes to perform as many repetitions as possible. The coach tallying the lowest number of reps will be eliminated. Let's get hippie!
Get in!
Get down with the booty.
Get in!
Speed it up, Mike. Speed it up.
Pump those hips.
You're down, Mike. You're down.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good about my hip action. I definitely know how to salsa and samba, so I think this is right up my alley.
You're halfway there.
Oh, I love this. And of course, Janelle is killing it. That girl got back, and she knows how to use it.
I might have the big 80s hair, but I'm watching them and it looks like an 80s music video.
Those hits.
Boogie is not doing so well. You know, he is an older gentleman. Janelle is up there rocking it out, but Boogie looks like he needs a hip replacement.
15 seconds. I'm sorry, Boogie. You have the fewest amount of reps. Come clean out your locker.
Booyah! Lucky you, someone has left behind $10,000 cash in this locker. This money is for you and any 2 players you choose to share it with. But it's already been divided into 3 different amounts: $6,000, $3,000, and $1,000. It is up to you who gets which amount. Choose now. Let me think about this for a second. I'll take the $6,000. And
Give it to them.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give Ian the $3,000 and Jen gets the $1,000. Good sport, Frank.
As soon as Boogie awarded me the $3,000, I definitely welled up a bit. As a student, I don't even know what $3,000 is. I don't know what $3,000 buys. That amount of money to me is, you know, that's huge.
You're welcome, buddy. Give me a hug.
Dan and Janelle, congratulations. You have made it to the head-to-head round. Up next, you'll exercise one of the most important muscles in the Big Brother game, your tongue. Introducing the Tongue Trainer Elite. The coach tallying the most repetitions on this machine in 90 seconds will be the winner of this competition. Time to get tongue-tied.
I definitely do not want Janelle to win this last round. We have our eye on Will. I want him to go up on the block, and I know that if she wins it, she's gonna save him.
Come on, Dan, you got this.
On the Tongue Trainer Elite, I think America's getting way more than they bargained for, with me and Janelle playing tonsil hockey with a switch.
Oh my God! Holy crap!
Tongue of steel over there.
Get to 100. Come on, Dan.
30 seconds.
Come on, Dan.
Good. I don't know what's going on with Dan's tongue because he definitely has one of the shortest tongues I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how Dan can lick an ice cream cone with that tongue.
Yeah, baby.
Janelle was just motorboating it. Like, whoa.
About 15 years ago, Dan was an innocent 8th grader learning how to kiss. I really feel bad for all the girls back in Michigan who had to endure that technique because the guy just doesn't have it.
I've won so many comps in so many different ways in Big Brother, and now I've just won one using my tongue.
I'm sorry, Dan. You've been eliminated.
You and 5 guests of your choice are invited to your own private sushi and cocktail party! Now the hard part. Please choose the 5 people you want to party with now. In my profession, coaching, the rule number 1 is you always take care of the coaches. Mike Boogie. It may look like the nice guy move to bring all the coaches to the sushi party, but I don't want them alone with any of the players working out any special deals without me being down there knowing exactly what the heck's going on.
I like that rule.
Part of this game is kissing ass, even if it's very tan like Shane's ass. No problem. And, of course, a coach is nothing, absolutely nothing, without their sole player in the game, Danielle, joining us.
Janelle, congratulations. You are the winner.
Thank you.
It is now your choice to either save a player or trade a player. Make your decision.
Definitely not trading. And this is a really hard decision. I'm gonna have to save Will.
Janelle saved Will. He was my target this week. My goal was to keep Frank safe. You know, now it changes everything.
It's time for America's vote. You can change the course of the game, America. Should the coaches be offered the chance to enter the game and compete for the $500,000 prize? You decide. Text 1 if you want Big Brother to offer the coaches the opportunity to give up coaching and return to the game as players. Text 2 if you want the game to remain the same and keep the coaches coaching. The power is in your hands, America. Text the number of your selection to 81818. Text 1 for yes. Text 2 for no. Tune in Thursday, August 2nd at 9, 8 Central to find out if your vote could put the coaches back into the Big Brother game. $1 per text message vote. Maximum 10 text message votes. For free online voting, go to cbs.com/bigbrother. Votes to be accepted until August 1st, 2012 at 11:59 a.m. Pacific Time.
Oh, that's not bad.
Cereal and salmon.
That can crush
That's for you. Hey, Fruit Loops and eat your salmon,
eat
dog.
your salmon.
Eat your salmon, dog.
Who died and left you, boss?
You can go do your thing, Boogie. I ain't got no
I'm
time
gonna go
for
get some
you.
Fruit Loops and I'll eat my salmon up in here too while you eat your Fruit Loops. Way to go, America. Glad to know you're paying attention.
America has voted for a treat that you can enjoy anytime in addition to slop. Have nots. This cereal and salmon is just for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
As an expert in Big Brother, I definitely think that this is right up there with the pudding from last week as one of the best have-not menus ever.
Yeah. Plenty of omega-13s.
Come on in. What's up, brother?
What's up? Have a seat. I really do feel bad about putting you on a have-not.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey.
What's up?
Well, I'm up here, obviously, you know why, but I just want to, more than anything, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to see what you're doing.
Right now, it's the house versus me like it was last week.
I mean, no matter what,
And-
I'm going downstairs next week. I don't
Yeah.
have any other players
Same.
play for
Come on, Sam.
HOH.
It's definitely awkward with Brittany because of all the things that have happened, but I've got to get my foot in the door and I've got to try every angle that I can. Everything that happened last week was like Boogie and Frank, like, let's all work together, you know, let's get rid of Willie.
Mhm.
And of course, there was like a second person that, you know, they were going to get rid of, and that was you.
Right, obviously, I knew
And
that.
yeah, and so that was like the whole thing last week.
I know.
And I've been in your
So,
position
I
before,
know.
and I like totally give you like mad respect for like saving yourself
Thank
because
you.
I've had to do that, and I
You
know
do.
how it feels to be like, you have to win HOH or you're gone,
Exactly.
and that sucks.
It does.
Like we were originally working together, and like I felt like we worked really well together. You are working alone. I mean, we are definitely open to working together.
Obviously, you need help because you got one player.
Yeah.
I want to go in favor of what best fits your game.
Yeah.
As far as like what we could offer,
Mhm.
you know, if you want to make a deal for like safety for next week. I was really nervous talking to them because I know that Brittany blames me for my players leaving her players. So somehow, some way, I really hope that I got through to Brittany.
I'm glad that you came up here and at least
Yeah.
gave me your 2 cents. It gives me some stuff to, you know, think about.
Sorry you're a have-not again, Joe. I really do feel bad. Yeah, good. At least it was good food, if nothing else.
Thanks for
I
breakfast.
don't care.
I just kind of wanted to have one last discussion. I need to work over Shane a little bit. So what I want is for Joe and Ashley to be nominated. But more importantly, I just need to make sure that Frank isn't nominated.
How do you feel overall about Joe and Ashley going home?
You have to understand that we're scared to put up 2 of Janelle's players.
Why?
Because it's only too easy for y'all to go downstairs and go back with Janelle's
we
team.
won't.
You have to understand. We want one of Janelle's people to go home. But I don't like Janelle to have the option of ganging back up with y'all. If we put up 1 from each of y'all's side, it can't happen.
Why would we gang back up with them?
I want Shane to put up 1 person from each of their teams. That pits the teams against each other this week. It's time for things to even out a little bit around here.
You obviously have power, you have control. Yeah. What you have to worry about is when that goes away.
I don't want for us to put Frank up next to Joe, and then next week you turn around and say, we're using last week's logic, Shane, you're up. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want that.
I don't want that either.
No, neither do I. I mean, I don't think there's any reason it would have to be like that. No. But, you know, it's give and take, and it's just like, it's scary.
I'll get out on Front Street after the noms and be, hey, I'm rolling with Shane, and Shane's rolling with us.
And do something about it.
And do something about it.
What are you going to do about it?
At the end of the day, I don't believe a word that comes out of Boogie's mouth. I don't believe a word that comes out of Frank's mouth. I can't advise him that it's the right thing to do to put up 2 of Janelle's players.
Why would it make sense for him to go work with an inferior product?
Frank and Janelle are friends.
Please go to the diary.
But yeah,
it would just be too easy. They just called you to DR?
Yeah.
Shane, go with your heart.
So huge decision coming up for nominations. Do I put up Frank, or do I stay true to my word, stay loyal in this game, and keep him safe? You know, it's probably the hardest decision I've had to make so far.
What are we gonna do?
I have no idea.
What do you want to do?
I have no
You tell me.
I have no idea.
What do you think?
Put two of Janelle's up. I don't know, but then that's gonna piss Dan off.
I think we have to put up Frank and Joe because even if Frank gets pissed off, he can't show it or we'll just turn on him.
Right, that's true.
But they're gonna put you up next week. That's what sucks.
Who?
Frank and Booty.
You think so?
Please
They're
go
like
to the
drawing a
diary.
line in the sand. If you put Frank up this week,
I don't know.
he can't turn on you this week or he'll go home.
Please go to the diary room.
Frank.
Yeah, I know. I have to go start my nomination ceremony right now, and I have no idea who I'm going to nominate. This isn't even a last-minute decision. It's a last-second decision.
They're calling you.
Oh, thanks.
Hold on.
Gotta go.
Oh my God, I don't know what he's
go
gonna
ahead.
do.
One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 people for eviction.
I feel like Shane's word is golden, and he wants to stick to that. But one of 2 people is making the decision right now. And it's either going to be Shane, and I'm going to be good, or it's going to be Brittany, and I'm going to be in deep trouble.
Coming into the nominations, I am feeling so... Hold on 1 second. I just got to pick up this call. Hey, Patrice. Guess what? I'm here another week. You better feed the cat.
If Shane has any brain at all in that jock head of his, he will go after Frank. Frank is really the only competitor game-wise. Just leave the chef alone. Go after the big fish, brother.
Huge decision coming up for nominations. Do I listen to Brittany and put up Frank, or do I stay true to my word, stay loyal in this game, and keep him safe? This is by far the hardest thing I've had to do.
Heading into nominations, I'm a little concerned. Shane had promised it wouldn't be one of my players nominated, but I think he feels he kind of has a free pass to do what he wants, given that Janelle kept Will safe.
Hey everyone, it's time for the nomination ceremony. This is the nomination ceremony. One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 people for eviction. I will pull the first key, that person is safe. That person will pull the next key, and so on and so forth. Well, since Janelle won the coaches competition and made you safe, you have your key and cannot be nominated. Jen, you are safe.
Thank you, Shane. Ian, you are safe.
Danielle, you are safe.
Frank, you are safe.
Thank you, Shane.
I have nominated you, Joe, and you, Ashley. Only one coach has not had the opportunity to have any players up on the block, and I want to give that coach what it feels like to have that happen. And unfortunately, it's only you two. Last week I was put up against JoJo, my only player. I want to show you guys how it feels. Best of luck in the POV. You guys can obviously, you know, switch this around. It's not over. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I thought I was like for sure that I wasn't gonna be on the block. I don't trust anybody in the house, and I kind of feel very alone. Oh, I didn't think it would be this hard.
I'm really hoping this decision doesn't backfire and burn me. I'm putting my risk in the faith that Boogie and Frank are going to stay loyal to me. Hopefully they can live up to their word. I know I did, and we're going to see what happens.
Game on. Brittany and Shane definitely sent a message to my players, but I'm going to do everything in my power to fight and keep all of my players in this game.
You know, I pulled a buzzer beater before noms. I pulled a rabbit out of my hat. Now, I know that I can trust Shane completely. And going forward in this game, I've got his back, and I'm positive he's got mine.
I am shaking. Heart rate's up. Shane, it's on like Donkey Kong now. And Shane will get out of this house if it's the last thing I do before I leave here.
Who will win the power of veto? And will it be used to take either Ashley or Joe off the chopping block? Find out Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on Big Brother.